Hello, and welcome to the Silent Driving Lessons channel. This is the Knowing Your Traffic Signs series. Tidal flow lane control signs and signals. On some busy roads, lane control signals are used to vary the number of lanes available to give priority to the main traffic flow. Lane control on road leading from a junction ahead in the direction shown. Lane control on road ahead. Special signs explain what the signals mean. The lane control signals are displayed above the road to indicate the availability of the various lanes. A green arrow indicates that the lane is available to traffic facing the signal. A white diagonal arrow means that the lane is closed ahead and traffic should move to the next lane on the left. A red cross means that the lane is closed to traffic facing the signal. Alternative design of green arrow. Alternative design of white diagonal arrow. Alternative design of red cross. End of controlled section. Pedestrian, cycle and equestrian crossings. Zigzag road markings. The zigzag markings at crossings are there to ensure that drivers and pedestrians can see each other clearly. As a driver, you must not park your vehicle anywhere within these markings, before or after the crossing. Also, you must not overtake a moving motor vehicle within the zigzag area before the crossing, nor must you overtake a vehicle that has stopped next to the crossing either to obey signals or because pedestrians are using a zebra crossing. If you are in a queue of vehicles that extends over a crossing, you should keep the crossing clear and look out for pedestrians who might be in the road. As a pedestrian, for your own safety, do not cross the road within the area marked by the zigzags. Keep to the crossing. Crossings for cyclists or horse riders also have zigzag markings, and the above rules apply to these also. Puffin crossings. The puffin is the latest type of pedestrian crossing controlled by signals. It can detect the movement of pedestrians, so that it can give them enough time to cross safely and keep any delay to drivers to a minimum. The pedestrian crossing time is automatically varied according to the actual needs of the pedestrian, and if after the push button has been pressed the pedestrian decides to walk away, the call is automatically cancelled and the pedestrian phase will not appear. This avoids unnecessary delay to vehicular traffic and the irritation that might be caused by stopping vehicles when no pedestrians are waiting to cross. For drivers approaching the crossing, there is no flashing amber signal as used for the older Pelican crossing. If you are required to stop, do not proceed until you have a green signal and have checked carefully that the way is clear. Near side pedestrian signals with push button. The signals for pedestrians are located above the push button and are known as near side signals. They can be seen when pedestrians are facing oncoming traffic. If the green walking figure is showing, you may cross the road, but take care in doing so. If the red standing figure is showing, press the push button and wait for the green figure to show. Unlike in older crossings, the green figure does not flash before the signals change back to red. If the red figure comes on when you are about to cross, press the push button and do not cross. Traffic will still be held on red for those pedestrians who are already crossing the road when the red figure comes on. Toucan crossings. A toucan crossing is used by both pedestrians and cyclists. Pedestrian and cycle signals are side by side and may be either near side signals as for puffin crossings, or located on the opposite side of the road, far side signals. The signals for traffic traveling along the road, including pedal cycles, operate in the same manner as those for puffin crossings. Cyclists who need to cross the road will be directed to a cycle facility off the main carriageway, adjacent to the waiting area for pedestrians. Near side signals include red and green pedal cycle symbols, together with a call button for use by both pedestrians and cyclists. These signals operate in a similar manner to those for puffin crossings. Far side signals have both the green and red pedestrian signals, but only a green cycle signal. If the red standing figure is showing, either a pedestrian or cyclist should push the call button and wait until the green pedestrian and cycle signals show. Near side signals for toucan crossing. Cyclists may ride across toucans, whereas they should dismount at other crossings. Far side signals for toucan crossing. Push button unit for far side signals. Equestrian crossings. These may be provided for horse riders where, for example, a public bridleway crosses a road. In most cases, there will be a parallel pedestrian or toucan crossing. The signals for an equestrian crossing use the ridden horse symbol and may be either near side or far side. Operation of the crossing is similar to that of a toucan crossing. Near side signals for equestrian crossing. Far side signals for equestrian crossing. Push button unit for far side signals. Pelican crossings. Push button unit. Far side signals for pelican crossing. The pelican is the older type of pedestrian crossing with far side signals. It will eventually be replaced by the puffin crossing. At the end of the pedestrian phase, the green pedestrian signal flashes before the red standing figure shows. At the same time, the red signal for vehicular traffic changes to a flashing amber signal. The significance of these signals is that pedestrians should not start to cross, but should continue if already on the crossing. Drivers may proceed, but only if the crossing is completely clear. Signal-controlled junctions. Road junctions controlled by traffic signals may include crossing facilities for pedestrians, cyclists and equestrians. The signals may be either near side or far side. You should press the push button and wait for the green pedestrian, cycle or horse signal to show. Make sure that all traffic has stopped before crossing. Far side signals for pedestrians operate differently from pelican crossings. The green signal is followed by a blank signal. Do not start to cross, but continue if you are already on the crossing. Signaled crossings with central islands. Some signaled crossings may have central refuge islands, where the crossings on each side of the island are in line. They operate as a single crossing. Where the crossings are staggered, they operate as two separate crossings. Zebra crossings. Pedestrians should never cross the road within the zigzag area. Drivers should stop at the broken, give way, line, about 1 meter before the crossing, when pedestrians are using the crossing. Some crossings may be close to junctions where queuing takes place, e.g. at a roundabout. Drivers should not queue over the crossing and should take extra care when moving off, keeping a lookout for pedestrians. If there are two traffic lanes, but only one has a queue that extends over the crossing, drivers in the free-flowing lane should proceed with care and be prepared to stop, as pedestrians on the crossing may be obscured by stationary vehicles. You must not overtake a vehicle that has stopped at the give way line to allow pedestrians to cross. Merry Christmas to you all, and I hope you have a great new year. Please like, subscribe and support the channel further by visiting our eBay link in the description for the latest merchandise. We currently have a lot of t-shirt designs and colors available. Thanks for watching.